Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633 and today I'm bringing a review of the Transformers Generations Deluxe Age of Extinction Strafe. Now Strafe is basically roughly based on Strafe, well Swoop should I say, from G1, although he has two heads instead of one that Swoop usually has. So I heard that at one point his name was going to be Swoop, but they decided after I guess a few what's it called, for the script and so on, they decided to just call him a different character, so it's Strafe. Although Strafe is actually the name of a G1 Technobot back from part of the what's it called, back on part of Computron, so it is also kind of odd. And I don't have the evolution pack, but the side of the evolution pack it also shows G1 Strafe, the same Strafe that's a part of Computron, so it's really odd. Now Strafe is a two-headed pterodactyl, and he's got a very nice, cool knight motif, as seen on the other Dinobots, as you can see here. He's got a nice, like, knight-ish helm design, and he's got a bow, I guess, with two lances, so it's pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at the box. It's just the normal deluxe boxes. It's the nice, clear box all the way. So it's Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Series N4 number 5. Shows the back and some of the other toys like Drift and Slash. It says here, the flying Dinobot strikes fear in his enemies when he swoops down them from above. So it's pretty generic, but it's still nice overall. And in the front it shows a really nice profile picture of Swoop. So yeah, going on to Strafe, just to show a size comparison, I'll show you with the rest of the Dinobots. So here he is with the rest of the Dinobots in Robo mode. It's a nice design, actually, for all the Dinobots in this movie so far released in the line. Snarl and Slug aren't out yet, so obviously I can't compare them with you here. It's nice, what's it called, a group shot with all of them together. Now I'm going back to Strafe himself. Articulation pretty much is pretty decent for, actually it's pretty nice actually for the deluxe figure. Its head is on a ball joint, so it allows movement, but it's kind of hindered. Can only go that far on both sides. Guess you can kind of consider the pterodactyl heads here kind of articulated, but that's not really articulation, so it's not really part for it. Let's take his bow off for a second. His shoulders have full movement, it allows it to go fully forward, kind of, except kind of hindered as well due to the pterodactyl heads, and it's actually rather tight. It's got a single elbow, and it can turn, and unfortunately he doesn't have the right type of wrist articulation where it can bend forward. Instead it does this weird turning thing, so it looks something like that. Let me turn it. It's kind of odd. His legs are on ball joints, but allow full movement. It's got a double knee joint, so the top knee joint there and another one technically in there. And it's pretty much it for articulation wise. He even has waist articulation, so it's pretty decent for a deluxe class figure. Obviously his weapons, the crossbow, it's got one of those pressure type missiles where you kind of just press it from the back and it fires. And on the obviously he's got another set of weapons here. He's got both lances, this and this one, and I guess you can theoretically kind of just make him hold the lances if you wish, so he kind of holds it on like something like if I can get it in his hand, something like that. So now he's got like a double lance weapon there as well. So it's pretty nice weapon he's got. Going ahead for its transformation, just pull up the wings, turn his feet around and bend them in, and then just pull out his feet like that. His head, just pull out, push down his row of my head and face them forward so it looks like this. These pegs here peg into the little holes that are on the side of his arms. So you bend them in a way so that allows them to peg in. So it looks like, let's see, that. Do the same for the other side. Get it in. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it a bit in order to get them into place, so it looks like that, yes. And there you have Strafe in his pterodactyl mode. Now you can put the weapons like this, so you peg on the crossbow to the back here. So there is a hole in the back. And you can put the lances in these little pegs on the side here. So it looks this one has a tendency to have a hard time going. Here's the other side for some reason. There. So now it looks like that. In this mode, articulation goes for his head, can go around. Can bend a little bit there on his neck. His both mouths can open, so it's pretty cool. His wings are articulated, so it allows movement from forward and back and up and down. His outer wings can also extend and collapse. His legs can turn as usual. Wish, and you can make him do some kind of standing pose like that if he so wished. And the cool part is that he's actually got a peg in the back. I mean, what's it called, a hole in the back here, which allows you to attach like a stand to it. If you got some kind of flight stand, you can just peg it into him, so looks like he's flying. So it's a pretty awesome figure. Out of all the Deluxe, I actually think this guy actually is pretty close to defeating my most favorite Dinobot here, Scorn. So, although its transformation is quite simplistic, the overall design works in both modes pretty awesomely. Transform back, all you need to do is take off the pegs and those weapons, and then, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you a quick comparison with the other Dinobots in Beast Mode. And here's Swoop with all of his other Dinobots, with the other Dinobots that are in the line that are released so far. So, yeah, it does pretty well to look with the rest of the other Dinobot team members. Now, to go back onto the transformation, all you need to do is pull out the feet on both sides. Just make sure that they face forward. Unpeg the hands from his wings. Fold down the shoulders so that now they go into form part of his chest. Pull out the head. Finish off the transformation. All you do is pull in the wings and make sure that the tail actually goes on the outside. And then close up the collapse the wings. There you have Swoop back in his robot mode. So as you can see, it's an extremely simple transformation. Overall, the toy is a pretty decent toy, especially for well, the figures in this line. Since I don't know, I'm actually really impressed with Hasbro's done with the Dinobots and a lot of the other figures in the line. So I think Hasbro did a pretty good job designing these. Anyways, please comment and subscribe. Check out Tokyo News, Hero Taku, Rajio, Nihon, and the other channels down below. And I'll see you YouTube. Bye.